Hello friend, welcome to my YouTube channel Pharma Rocks with Shivaji Bundela. Today I will introduce very interesting topic. Topic name is what is qualification and what is the calibration. I will define you in both what is the difference and what is calibration. Next is what is the equipment qualification, what is it, when is it done, what is involved and summary. These all the question I will define you in next slides and we will cover to that all questions related to equipment qualification. First, definition of qualification. What is the qualification? Performed to establish confidence that process, equipment, any ancillary system or parameter. When we are taking a new instrument, we have required to that instrument initial to end up to the routine use we will do. That is major component of qualification is there. First is design qualification, is called a DQ. Second is installation qualification, is called RQ. First we have started from design qualification. What is the design qualification? Presets the specifications required for equipment. Before giving the quotation, we will check the instrument type, make, brand, where we are getting, what is the performance, how he will give result. We all things are first we will check in design qualification. And what we will do, instrument came in your laboratory, then we will go in next step, installation qualification. What is the document we have required of that instrument, we will see in installation qualification. When and where we will receive, condition upon a receipt, complete order receipt, transporting to site of use, unpacking. These all are the documents we have required when we are doing unpacking that product, that instrument. After that we will check. After unpacking, next process is installation. By whom and where is the location and when is the date we will install that instrument. Next is checkup, self startup, then it is working or not. We will do that equipment, instrument calibration and cleaning. After that we will give for routine work, we have required one SOP for maintenance and use, because every year, every 6 months, every 3 months we have need to require calibration. So we have prepared one SOP for that routine use. Before receiving that instrument, we will communicate with the vendor and we will receive the date when it is coming. Date of delivery, order of complete, manual received, hard copy and electronics. It came in your laboratory, one qualification person is there, he will take care about that, where we will keep that instrument, that area. Operational qualification, because when our instrument equipment is installed, we will go for operational qualification, because this is the parameters of qualification. When you are taking a new instrument in your laboratory, these all are the qualification you have required and keep for your document for verification purpose. Whenever you are audit, anybody is coming who will ask about that its qualification is properly or not, who given that training and who is described by manufacturer. Confused with validation. OQ for a centrifuge, does the centrifuge turn on and off? Spin and program document being calibrated by whom? Attached calibration document. Documents we have need to require for everything. Has an SOP, it is working properly or not. First is, does the equipment function correctly and consistently for the intended application. Analogs to for review. If yes, proceed to section 6 performance qualification page of the worksheet. If your PQ is correctly, then you will submit all document with QA. PQ plan submit to QA for pre-approval describe. Procedure to be performed, parameters for determining success, allowable tolerance, data to be collected, analysis of data to be performed. The results are submitted to QA to determine if acceptable for final qualification of equipment. That all the parameters is follow when you are taking a new instrument of your laboratory. After that all parameters you will give your all document to QA for approval. After approval of QA you can initiate your routine work with that instrument because you have all data about that instrument. Next parameter is a requalification. What is the requalification? If your instrument is any major part change, anything happen, shortage, short circuit, anything happen in impact on your performance of equipment, we have need to require a requalification. We will consultant with QA, determine necessity in consultation with QA. What QA will decide, we will do. After any incident that may affect equipment performance, after equipment repair, after equipment upgrade or service, after equipment is moved, after facility incident, power surge, closure, etc. If equipment is to be used in a new way, we have required for requalification. These all the parameters related to qualification and requalification. Now I will tell you what is the calibration. What is the instrument calibration? Instrument calibration can be defined as the process of comparing the measurement made by the instrument to be calibrated against to non-measurement of either standard or an instrument known to be making measurements that exceed the acceptable limits of accuracy and precision. Usually calibration labs prefer a standard with 10 times the accuracy. However, most regulating organization and authorities also accept a 3 is equal to 1 accuracy between two entities, one whose value has to be measured and the other entity known as the standard, which is used as the reference of the comparison. Methods for calibration: standard calibration, calibration with data, and ISO 1725 accelerated action. These are the methods of calibration. These all three methods of calibration I will define you. There are different ways that are used to calibration an instrument. These methods are chosen based on the desired results of the calibration and regulatory authorities requirement like FDA guideline. Let us look at three such procedures. Standard calibration. This method is mostly preferred for calibrating instruments that are non-critical to quality or not required for acceleration and license purpose. Use traceable standard and document its performance. Next is calibration with data. Procedure for calibration with data are similar to that a accelerated calibration, the only exceptions being that these procedures are not accelerated to the ISO standard. Moreover, they are not accompanied by data on measurement uncertain. ISO 70025 accredited calibration. This has to be the strict method of calibration. Generally, it required a measurement report which has the details of the measurement that are made against a standard of a found before calibration is started and as left when the calibration is completed. If the calibration is done by a calibration service provider, they must issue a certificate of the same. After method of calibration, we will go for frequency of instrument calibration. How often you conduct instrument calibration mainly depend upon its tendency to drift from the true measurement and how it impacts the quality of the end product. Examine each instrument being used and study its behavior. Based on the information, you can design a calibration schedule for each instrument. The interval between calibration can vary as some instrument you can keep weekly, some monthly or bi-monthly, quarterly, semi-annually or annually. After every heavy usage of the instrument, you have required a calibration. Next is when should the measuring instrument be calibrated. The frequency of calibrating the measuring instrument depends on a number of different factors. The following is a guide outlining when instrument need to be calibrated as a part of GMP. As soon as you bring in a new instrument, you should calibrate it before you test it out. Before and after you take critical measurements. After any instance of electrical or mechanical shock or a similar event that includes a fall, bump, etc. When you suspect that the accuracy of measurements being produced is a questionable, if there were any repairs or requalification of the instrument as per include as part of a calibration schedule. Depending on the task and process, as same require calibration to be conducted before the work start. According to the manufacturer's recommendation, we have scheduled our instrument calibration. These are the summary of qualification and calibration. What is the qualification and what is the calibration? It's defined in very easily for your interview purpose and for your knowledge purpose. When anybody will ask you, you can define very easily that all the parameters have required for qualification, and that is the main reason for we are doing for calibration. If you like this video, please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon. Thank you.